welcome to 10 Ways to Survive Life in Quarantine, the podcast. I'm your host, Ella Harrison, and this is our first in-person podcast. Today, I am joined by...
Allison!
Yes, welcome to the show, Allison.
Thank you for having me.
How has your quarantine been?
It's actually been really good. I've been studying a lot of math, and I'm here to help people.
So, I heard you're starting up like a math tutoring, math homework type of business. How's that been going?
It's actually been going really well. I've been making a lot of money. I do people's math homework for them, and it's actually a really great business plan.
Well, that's great. I'm glad you find something to do. Do you have any other hobbies other than math?
No. I like to drive my little sisters crazy. Well, they drive me crazy, but, sometimes I like to get back at them.
How has living with your little sisters been?
Horrible.
Well, that's just awesome in some ways. I have a sister myself, and she drives me absolutely crazy. I can't even imagine what more than one little pest could be like. So is there any, people in the show that you're just, really proud of, and you think that they've come a long way?
Yeah, I think Rachel from Scary Stories, I think we would be really good friends. She just seems like a really genuine person. Sure, she does seem a little nutso, but that's okay. She's very pretty.
Well, that's great. I'm glad you have such high standards for people. It was really great to have you, Allison. Thank you for joining us. Those of you who are just tuning in, that was Allison. And I have a new guest on the show, and I would like a warm welcome for Aaliyah Levine.
Oh, hi guys, what's up?
Aaliyah plays Allison in 10 Ways to Survive Life in Quarantine, the show. Yes. Aaliyah, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Well, that's nice. Do you have any ways to survive life in quarantine?
Yeah, my little devil dog, he's actually the thing that helped me through quarantine the most.
Well, that's great. I think emotional support...
And none of my friends.
Well, friends can be a bother. I think having an emotional support animal is great. Do you have any siblings that have been driving you nuts like your character?
Yes, I have. I have an older brother who just loves to sing at the top of his lungs whenever he gets the chance.
That could be annoying. Is he a good singer?
I mean, yeah, but that's not the point.
It's just annoying, huh?
Yeah.
Have you picked up any new hobbies or, sports, maybe activities that are new or different, maybe even weird?
Well, I tried juggling again. That didn't work. But I've been doing gymnastics.
How's that been going?
Actually, pretty well. I did break a bone, but minor setback.
Yes, I see. You broke your foot?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
It was at a meet, and it was my first pass, and the pass was going great, and everyone was cheering, woo Aaliyah, and then the rebound, I fell a couple of weeks.
Ooh. How has, this weird online school, hybrid, normal back in school kind of transition been on you?
It's been pretty weird. I've stayed relatively close with people because of my neighbor, but seeing a lot of people all at once is still pretty weird because now I'm just so used to being online, even though at first online really sucked.
How is, working on the show been?
Honestly, it's been really fun. I've gotten to know my cast a little more because, again, we haven't seen each other in so long, and it's kind of really fun to kind of work on something a show that doesn't really have a lead or anything, where you're kind of all equal. and we all kind of get to show off a little bit because technically we all are the leads.
Yeah, I think that's also really a positive thing. It builds a really positive environment that's just about building people up. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today. I would like to give a huge thank you to Aaliyah Levine for spending her time with us today, and Allison. I'd like to give a thank you to my podcast team and the director of our show. Tickets are on sale now at the DSA on the DSA Theater website. This is the 8th grade show, class of 2025, 10 Ways to Survive Life in Quarantine. We open on April 28th, so please come and watch us. We're live on Zoom, and thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 10 Ways to Survive Life in Quarantine, the podcast. I'm your host, Ella Harrison, and this is our second live show, and today we have a live studio audience. Today I'm here with
Udair.
Udair. How you doing, Udair?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So I heard it's your birthday coming up.
It's my birthday.
Do you have any plans?
Stealing.
Oh,
felonies.
That is definitely something. I don't know if you should be saying this on a public sort of thing, but do you have any, secret plans? More secret than that?
Felonies.
Oh, wow. That's definitely interesting. Well, do you have any accomplices, or is it just you and you?
It's just me. And me.
Oh, wow. Do you have any other, hobbies you've picked up over quarantine?
Lockpicking.
Lockpicking? That's impressive. So your birthday is coming up.
My birthday?
Yes. Do you have any family plans, or is it just felonies?
Just me. And me.
So have you spent time this quarantine doing any things totally out of the ordinary, like taking your dog on long walks or wanting to be at school?
No, just hanging out with my best friend. I'm his best friend.
All right, best friend, let's hear from you.
My name is Udair too. I'm basically Udair, but I'm Udair 1. He has no other friends. So I'm his other friend.
That's great.
I have tons of other friends.
Oh, I'm sure you
Thank
do.
you.
I think we all have definitely made friends over quarantine. Well, unfortunately, Udair, that's all the time we have for you. People who are just tuning in, we just heard from Udair, and we have a new guest on the show. Please welcome Gabe Warner. Hi, Gabe. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm good. How has your quarantine been?
It's been good. I've been doing arts and crafts, and a lot of reading, and broken my hip.
How did you break your hip?
I was doing the Charleston, and I heard a pop.
As any good theater major does. So this show is definitely a different experience than what we're used to. Do you have any feedback or notes of how we could have made our process better?
I feel like everyone was a little bit disappointed before because we had to do Guys and Dolls, and we were excited for our musical.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we all really pulled it together, and we're a really funny class.
Mm-hmm.
So having each of our skill sets put together with our characters really made the show work.
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah. We're gonna take a question from our audience today. Does anyone have a question for Gabe?
Me.
Archie.
So, Gabe, have you picked up any new hobbies over quarantine?
I have also learned to pick locks.
Oh, really? Is that something that you chose to do because of your character?
No, not really.
Okay.
I was listening to some true crime podcasts and wanted to learn how to pick a lock.
Well, podcasts are definitely a new thing, and they're fun to do, which I've learned. How has school been for you?
It's been good. I mean, like everyone and all of us, we love our friends and to interact. So it's been tough missing friends and not being able to see them. But it's been pretty good.
Awesome.
Easier.
So that is all the time we have for today. This has been Gabe and Udon. Hello, everyone. I'm Ella Harrison, and this is 10 Ways to Survive Life in a Quarantine, the podcast. Today, I am joined by Chip and Christy, the hosts of our lovely show. Guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Chip.
I'm Christy. Basically, we have this little, YouTube channel thing where we just bring you guys the news. By guys, I mean the people who attend Hill Academy.
Yes, we run CNC News, not to be confused with CNN News.
No.
No. They are very different things.
Yes, please don't confuse them.
All right, awesome. Why don't you guys tell me a little bit about the day-to-day ongoings of a life at school, Hill Academy?
Chip and I, we host the morning announcements basically every single day, along with this news channel thing as well. It's pretty chill in my opinion.
Yeah, we love spreading the news to everyone in Hill Academy and just guiding people through their classes and just telling them where they need to go.
Beautiful.
That's really great, guys. Do you do any other after-school activities?
I play the clarinet.
That is
And
cool.
Yeah, super cool.
I partake in the Broadway shows of life. Yes, I am very in touch with my artistic side.
Fun.
Wow, that's great, you guys. So why did you decide to do this show? What inspired you to take on the such important positions as the hosts?
I think Chip and I really just wanted to, because again, like I said, we have this YouTube channel which we do multiple segments on, just bringing random news. And we thought, it would be very fitting if we did a segment on quarantine, since that's something that everyone can relate to right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, too many people are running important things, and I feel like we needed to go back to the things that are less important and more goofy and nonchalant, if you will.
Yeah, just bring some joy to the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's great. Have you guys ever considered doing podcasting?
Sure.
Yeah, we've taken it into consideration.
Yeah, I think we just like doing more videos because we get to show more things to our viewers, which on podcasts it's a bit more difficult.
Yeah, it's a bit more, no offense, restrictive.
Yeah.
It's easier to do several segments in a show or a news channel.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. Although, me, on the other hand, would totally listen to a 1-minute briefing in the morning of you guys on my way to school. I'd totally be down for that. That was great meeting you guys, and I'm sorry, but we do have other guests today on the show. Everyone at home listening, today I would like to introduce you to Annabelle and Logan, the people who play Chip and Christy in our Denver School of the Arts Theater performance of 10 Ways to Survive Life in a Quarantine. So, guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
It's
Good
really
to
great
be
to
here.
have you here. I would like to ask, how has it been for you guys to work on a show that will be performed over Zoom? What's that like?
Weird.
Yeah, especially when it comes to hybrid, because all up until that, we've probably, at least I have gotten used to running the show through Zoom, since Zoom is the medium which we're going to, like, you know, perform it. And so doing that through hybrid, where there's some people at home, some people in class, and you kind of have to balance that. And now people are not to be full body actors and, like, not just have to use their face. It's an interesting struggle, but I think it's gonna really pay off.
I hope so. I think for me, it's just been like, because I'm sure you can relate to this as well. I'm just so used to, like, being able to, like, move my body while I'm performing.
Oh, yeah.
Weird just to, like, have to, like, sit and, like, just say words. Like,
Yeah, it's because a lot of acting is with your body, and like, even just like adjustments, like how you walk or like how you hold yourself, can tell a lot about character. So it's hard to just restrict that to your dialogue and face movements. But it's interesting.
For sure. Do you think that this show, particularly with your roles in the show, could translate to more of an in-person setting?
I think it would take some adjustments, but yeah, I think that would work pretty well, because most people, let's use Harrison as an example, his performance is very, like, full body. Yes, he's all, like, performing a one-man play, and so his, like, acting and show would translate really well to the stage.
For sure.
And so I don't think it would be too hard to just do it on stage in person. But you would need to make some small adjustments, like cues and stuff.
I agree.
Yeah. Here's a question for you guys. How do you think your characters would actually handle our situation? Especially this weird hybrid mode we are currently in, with half the students being at school and the other half being online. Do you think that they would react well to kind of the solitary confinement of one's home or bedroom that people now run their everyday lives in?
I definitely think that my character would handle it differently than I would, because I know I'm, like, pretty introverted and just, I don't know, I don't need a lot of social interaction to be, like, okay. I mean, of course, quarantine was not, like, a good amount of that, but I think it was easier for me than for, like, extroverts. But I feel like my character, Christy, is, like, very extroverted. I feel that about Chip, too. He would also be extroverted, but I don't know.
Yeah, Chip is also very extroverted, almost to an annoying amount.
Yeah.
But what I think, at least in my opinion, what would happen is that he would spend like 2 weeks up to a month just sulking in himself and getting sad, and then he will just spend the rest of quarantine just like trying to figure out how to like present a show in this new period, and like how do we adapt to quarantine, and like how do we get more episodes running since we've been lacking lately.
Yeah,
I think that's what he would do. Very go get 'em type of personality.
That's great. So final question for you guys. Do you have any, like, weird or fun, quirky habits that you've picked up during quarantine that you would have never considered doing, or something that just became your new normal that you would like to share with the class?
Okay. This is kind of weird, but
Yeah, no, a lot of people have picked up weird things. I would say, I don't know if this counts, but I've slept in a lot later. This might be indirectly or directly related to quarantine, but I used to wake up like at least 6 a.m. every morning.
Wow.
I know, right?
Weird.
Yeah, oh my god, I would just, I'd be up and at 'em, and I'd be, like, ready for the day by 7:30, which is insane, because now I wake up at, like, 7, and then I'm not ready, I'm not, like, fully active until, like, maybe 10, unless I need to be for, like, school, and then I'm ready around 8:30, so it's really funny because I've just gotten a lot more sluggish. And sluggish, is that a word?
Sluggish, yeah.
Yeah, sluggish.
That's something to be said of most people, except, you know, the really crazy, driven people who've decided to become really fit and stuff over the quarantine. I think the rest of us just
do that
a lot.
How? Like,
I envy those people.
I do too. I really do. I was a night owl before. Now it's a miracle if I go to bed before 10 or 11, which didn't used to happen. What about you, Annabelle?
I don't know if this really, like, counts, but my friends and I have been, like, playing chess a lot. It's, like, an insane amount of chess. Like, we'll be on call for, like, hours just, like, playing chess.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's a lot of chess.
I don't even know how to play chess. I can't imagine playing hours of it.
So fun.
Chess is fun, but it's also very difficult.
Yes, but, like, yeah, I don't even know.
Lots of brain power. That's really impressive. I barely get out to walk my dog, but
yeah,
that's about as much brain
work myself up to like talk to another person.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Annabelle, you'll have to teach me how to play chess sometime. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. I would like to give a very big round of applause to both Annabelle and Logan and Chip and Christy of our little show. Woo! Our show is in late April. Let me actually look at the date so I can tell you and be super professional as I am. Our show is April 27th, so make sure to get tickets online at the DSA Theater website. We are really looking forward to it. Our 8th grade show has struggled a lot, but I am so proud of the work we've been doing, and I hope we can see you there. I'd like to give a final thank you to Annabelle and Logan for being here, and the rest of my podcast group, and everyone who has made what we're going to embark on happen. So thank you, and I will see you next week, or perhaps tomorrow, depending on when this gets released. So yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.